All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Good. 180. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, 133.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
We go.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Point it right. 48. Mike, 48. Hey. High 7. Watch the screen.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the set. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Sharks got it, left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Off play action. King. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Fournette on the counter. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Foles. find Conley. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. King rolling to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Back to throw. King. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third and long for Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. That burst good for 20 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Under crunch. General West. Regular. Hey, zoom. Hurry. Check 56. I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
218, chop it.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
180. He don't know no better. Up. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield, and he completes it to Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set, 180. Watch the run. They're running it. Switch. Real.
From the gun, Mayfield to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 78 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Fournette running out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Foles. The Conley's got it over the middle. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 79 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Topper! Get in the weight room.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Ratley. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
56. Hey, alert! 56. Hurry! 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. Smooth. Kings.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Letting one go deep for the end, and that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Just past midfield.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up. Run. My 50, my 50. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. 5.
Final play of the half. Mayfield's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now King. Off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit but not go down and fumble the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A pass complete here to Conley. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
56. Check 56. Check pass. Check pass. Kill. You draw corpus. Kill. Turn up. Up. Hey, Haywood. That.
From the 38, Mayfield is going to float this one. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. King now to throw on second down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw is King. Off the play fake. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Foles. And able to find Conley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play fake. Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. King operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
10 more there and another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Bravo!
On first down, it's Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go play action. Mayfield. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
56. Mike, 56. Hey, Charlie. 56. Here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Let's bring it. Hey, look, 48. Look, we got regular. I got him.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Foles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. On fourth down, King. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Tight down. There you go.
It's caught. Beckham. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8. They'll toss it to Hunt. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Browns on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The number 1 pick in 2018, he showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go number 1 overall. And he did. Showed exactly why. It's not just how he plays. It's not just